Imagine being able to achieve absolute calm. Focus on what really matters and not get caught up in meaningless worries. Sounds appealing, right? But on the contrary, have you ever felt like you are being dominated by negative habits that cause you to lose peace and happiness? Hello everyone, I'm Morgan, and today we're going to explore 7 anti-Stoic habits that you need to eliminate immediately to achieve a more balanced and happier life. These are habits that not only hinder personal progress, but also pull you away from the values of Stoicism. In this video, I will share with you how to identify and eliminate these bad habits. Imagine a life where you no longer have to worry about things you can't control, are free from negative emotions, and appreciate every moment. Have you ever wondered why you always feel dissatisfied and anxious even though everything around you seems fine? Or do you often complain about the little things in life? Leave a comment below and share the habits you feel are holding back your progress, and together we will step-by-step change to make life better and more peaceful. Morgan looks forward to sharing valuable and inspirational lessons so you can live a happier and more meaningful life. If you are ready, leave a comment. I'm ready to encourage yourself and support Stoic Kingdom with one interaction. Morgan is very grateful to you. The first thing that Morgan wants to share with you is: Number 1. Complain constantly. Morgan wants to tell you a little story that I believe all of us have experienced at least once in our lives. A few years ago, I had a friend who was always drowning in a sea of complaints. Anything can become a topic for her to complain about, from the weather, work, to surrounding relationships. I noticed that her life was becoming more and more negative and gloomy. That makes me wonder, why can complaining have such a profound effect on us? Stoic philosophy, a philosophy Morgan always pursues and practices, has helped me find the answer. When we complain constantly, we not only devalue our present experiences, but also create a negative spiral that pulls us further and further away from happiness and inner peace. Complaining is like a poison, slowly gnawing away at us and destroying our spirit. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what does this complaining really bring to my life? Think about the times you complained. Did you feel relieved after each time, or just more stressed and dissatisfied? Morgan wants to encourage you to try changing your perspective, and instead of complaining, focus on what you can control and change. Morgan understands that life doesn't always go smoothly, and there are times when we feel tired and stuck. But remember, it is in those difficult moments that our attitude and perspective will determine how we will overcome them. Complaining does not solve the problem, it only makes it worse. One of the valuable lessons from Stoic philosophy is learning to accept and mentally adjust to things that we cannot change. Instead of complaining about bad weather, enjoy the tranquility of the rain. Instead of complaining about hard work, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. It is these small changes in perspective that will bring true peace and happiness. I want you to challenge yourself for the next week. Every time you feel like complaining, stop, take a deep breath, and find something positive to focus on. Please share with Morgan in the comments below about the changes you notice after doing this challenge. Morgan is always here to accompany you on your path to finding peace and happiness through Stoicism. How do you feel when we stop complaining constantly and realize positive changes in our lives? Morgan believes that relief and happiness are slowly creeping into your every moment. But there is one more habit that we need to eliminate to complete the picture of a peaceful life. Coming to number 2, worry about things you can't control. Complaining not only hurts our spirit, but also leads us to a dead end of anxiety and stress. Think about it. How many times have you worried about the future, about things that haven't happened yet, or can't be changed? These thoughts not only take away the present joy, but also make us lose control of ourselves. So, let's explore with Morgan how we can let go of these worries to live a more fulfilling and peaceful life. Have you ever noticed that the more you worry about things you can't control, the heavier and more tiring life becomes? Unfortunately, worrying not only takes away the joy of the present, but also makes us lose the ability to enjoy the beautiful things around us. Let's imagine for a moment you are holding a heavy suitcase. Every worry, every invisible fear about the future, or things that are out of reach, are like small stones put in that suitcase. Over time, the suitcase gets heavier, making every step you take more difficult. In fact, if we do not lay down those stones, life's journey will only become more difficult. One of the valuable lessons from Stoic philosophy is that we should focus on the things we can control and let go of the things we cannot. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "We cannot control what happens externally, only how we react to it." Have you ever wondered why you worry about things you can't change? Have those worries ever helped you solve problems, or just increased stress and deadlock? Morgan wants you to stop and think about this. By realizing that worrying about things we cannot control only harms us, you will find you can live a more peaceful and gentle life. Let's do a little exercise with Morgan. Next time you feel anxious, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, try letting it go. Focus on what you can do, even if it's just small actions like breathing deeply, relaxing, or finding joy in the simple things around you. Worrying about things we can't control only makes us lose valuable time and energy. Remember, every present moment is a gift and worth cherishing. Spend your energy and focus on what you can change and improve. Morgan believes that just by changing your perspective, you will find life becomes more pleasant and colorful. Please share with Morgan in the comments section below about the worries you have faced and how you overcame them. I'm sure your experiences will help Morgan and many others. Together, we will learn how to let go of worries and live a more peaceful and happier life, right? You have realized that worrying about things you cannot control only takes away your peace of mind and joy in life. So, let's think about another aspect that also deeply affects our happiness: dependence on the emotions of others. Morgan wants you to ask yourself, how often do you let your mood be influenced by the emotions and actions of those around you? We often let negative emotions from others overshadow our joy. Let's discover together how to free ourselves from this dependence and find peace from within. Coming to number 3, depends on other people's emotions. Have you ever wondered why other people's emotions can have such a strong influence on our moods and decisions? Why can a negative word or an unsympathetic look make your day worse? Stoic philosophy, a philosophy Morgan cherishes and practices, teaches us that we only control our own thoughts and actions. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not things that trouble us, but the way we perceive them." This means that it is not other people's emotions that upset us, but how we react and allow those emotions to affect us. Imagine you are standing in front of the ocean, and other people's emotions are the waves. If you don't stand firm, those waves will easily carry you away. But if you learn to stand firm, you will see that waves are just waves. They cannot make you fall. Morgan believes that not letting other people's emotions dictate your mood is a valuable skill that everyone should learn. Have you ever noticed that when we focus too much on what other people think, we gradually lose ourselves? Every time you let someone else's words or actions make you sad or angry, you are giving control of your life to someone else. Instead, learn to keep your mind and control your emotions. This not only helps you live a freer life, but also creates a peaceful soul, undisturbed by external things. Morgan wants you to try a little exercise. The next time you feel affected by someone else's emotions, stop, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, is this feeling worth losing my peace of mind? Quiet. If the answer is no, gently let it go. Focus on the things you love, the values you cherish, and the goals you work toward. Dear friends, Morgan is very proud of you for patiently exploring and reflecting on 3 habits that need to be eliminated to live a more peaceful life. This proves that you are on the path to finding true freedom and happiness. Please continue watching until the end of the video so you don't miss the next valuable lessons. Now that we understand the importance of not being influenced by other people's emotions, we will move on to another habit that also needs to be eliminated. This not only causes us to lose the opportunity to grow up, but also reduces the value and meaning of life. Let's explore this topic deeper with Morgan. Number 4. Avoid responsibility. There is a study that has shown that more than 70% of young people today often avoid responsibility in daily life. This not only causes negative consequences for individuals, but also affects society. But don't worry. Morgan will help you find surprising solutions to change this habit and bring positive change to your life. Responsibility is an indispensable part of life. It helps us grow, develop, and become the best version of ourselves. When we avoid responsibility, we not only lose the opportunity to learn and grow, but we also reduce our self-worth. The Stoic philosophy, a philosophy I have always cherished, teaches that we must take responsibility for our actions and not blame others or circumstances. It is not external things, but our thoughts about them that make us suffer, as Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said. Have you ever noticed that when we avoid responsibility, we often feel helpless and out of control? This not only reduces confidence, but also makes us easily fall into a state of stress and anxiety. Morgan wants you to understand that by facing and accepting responsibility, we can find the strength and confidence to overcome all challenges. One of the important steps in avoiding responsibility is to realize and accept that no one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to learn from those mistakes, and not let them stop you from progressing. Remember, accepting responsibility is not just about facing bad things, but also about embracing opportunities to improve and grow. Morgan wants to share with you a practical advice. Start with the smallest things. Every day, find one thing you can be responsible for and get it done the best way possible. Gradually, you will find yourself becoming more confident and ready to face bigger challenges. Please share with Morgan in the comments below about your experiences facing responsibility and how you overcame those challenges. Remember, every step brings change, and every responsibility helps us grow and become stronger. Morgan is very happy that you understand the importance of taking responsibility in life. This not only helps us grow, but also brings confidence and inner peace. However, to truly live a peaceful life, we need to face another habit. Can you guess what habit that is? So please try to think about this question. Have you ever felt trapped between past memories or worried endlessly about what is yet to come? Coming to number 5, live in the past or future. Can you believe it? Many of us spend up to 47% of our waking hours just thinking about the past or worrying about the future. It's surprising, isn't it? This not only makes us miss the present moments, but also makes the mind always stressed and tired. So Morgan will help you break this pattern and find ways to live fully in the present. Stoic philosophy teaches that happiness and peace can only be found in the present moment. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "There is only one path to happiness, and that is to stop worrying about things beyond your control." The past is over and cannot be changed. The future has not yet come and is always full of uncertainties. Only the present truly belongs to us, and living this moment to the fullest is the key to achieving peace. Have you ever noticed that when you dwell on old memories, you often feel regretful, sad, or even angry? On the contrary, when you worry about the future, your fears and insecurities become a burden, causing you to lose peace and joy in the present. Morgan wants you to ask yourself, are these thoughts worth sacrificing the peace of the present? One of the valuable lessons Morgan learned from Stoic philosophy is to focus on what we can control right now, instead of agonizing over what's happened or worrying about what's yet to come. Focus your attention on the present and do the best you can in everything you do. Remember that every moment is a gift, and how we appreciate it determines the quality of our lives. Morgan wants to encourage you to practice a small exercise. Every day, spend at least 5 minutes being truly present in the present. Breathe deeply, observe your surroundings, and feel everything with all your senses. You will find that living in the present not only reduces stress, but also brings deep joy and satisfaction. Please share with Morgan in the comments the ways you practice living in the present moment. When you understand the importance of living fully in the present, ignore worries about the past and future. The next step to achieving peace and happiness is to control your emotions. Have you ever let negative emotions influence your actions and decisions? Lack of emotional control not only causes loss of mental stability, but also negatively affects relationships and daily life. Join Morgan to discover how to master your emotions to create a more balanced and happier life. Number 6. Lack of emotional self-control. Do you often fall into negative emotions? Or have you ever wondered why we sometimes let negative emotions influence our actions and decisions? Why can a fleeting anger destroy a relationship? Or an endless sadness overshadow present joys? A common mistake many of us make is believing that our emotions are completely natural and uncontrollable. However, Stoic philosophy teaches that we can and should master our emotions. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "Emotions do not come from external events, but from how we interpret them. This means that it is not the events that happen that make us sad, angry, or happy, but the way we perceive and react to them, that is the real cause." Morgan will help you find ways to control your emotions, bringing true peace and happiness. Try to imagine emotions like waves on the ocean. If we let ourselves be swept away by each wave, we will never be able to stand firm, right? But if we learn to face and control our emotions, we will find ourselves becoming stronger and more resilient. Try thinking about times when you let negative emotions dictate your actions. After each time, like that, do you feel regretful and helpless? Lack of emotional control not only hurts yourself, but also negatively affects surrounding relationships. Morgan wants to share with you some lessons from Stoic philosophy to help you master your emotions. First, be clearly aware of your emotions. When you feel angry, sad, or anxious, stop and ask yourself, is this feeling worth losing my peace of mind? If the answer is no, try relaxing and letting it go. Next, practice patience and tolerance. When faced with difficult situations, remember that negative emotions are just temporary reactions. Instead of reacting immediately, give yourself time to think and calm down. Finally, focus on the positives and be grateful for what you have. This not only helps you master your emotions, but also brings deep joy and satisfaction. This minute, Morgan feels very proud that you have patiently watched until the last thing in this video. Understanding and controlling your emotions will certainly bring peace and happiness in your life. However, to improve, we need to be grateful for what we have. Lack of gratitude not only makes us feel dissatisfied, but also takes away the joy in life. Join Morgan to discover how to cultivate gratitude and find true happiness from the simple things around you. The last number, lack of gratitude. Morgan wants to tell you a touching story about an old friend. He had everything many people dream of: a good job, a loving family, and good health. But instead of being grateful, he always feels dissatisfied with what he has. One day, he lost his job and went through a difficult period. It was then that he realized the value of the things he once despised and began to be grateful for what was left in life. This story clearly illustrates that lack of gratitude can lead to a loss of true joy and happiness. Gratitude is an important aspect of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "When you wake up in the morning, think of the precious gift of being alive, breathing, thinking, loving. This reminds us that being grateful for the little things in life can bring deep satisfaction and happiness. Morgan wants you to think about the things you have in your life that you may have unintentionally overlooked. Sometimes we are so focused on what we don't have or the difficulties in front of us that we forget to appreciate the simple but precious things around us. Have you ever taken the time to be thankful for small things like warm sunlight, a delicious meal, or the presence of loved ones? Lack of gratitude not only makes us feel dissatisfied, but also makes life gloomy and tiring. Morgan believes that when we learn to appreciate what we have, our souls will become lighter and our lives will become more beautiful. Try practicing daily gratitude by writing down the things you're grateful for at the end of each day. You will see that your life has many things to appreciate, and true happiness lies in the simplest things. You can share with Morgan about the things you feel grateful for in life. What makes you smile every day? That will be positive energy to help Morgan and everyone learn to appreciate and spread gratitude from the smallest things. And of course, from there, we will build a life full of happiness and more meaningful. Morgan is always here, accompanying and supporting you on your path to finding true peace and happiness. Remember, gratitude not only enriches your life, but also creates a positive and loving environment around you. Let's practice together and spread gratitude every day. So together we have discovered 7 habits that need to be eliminated to live a more peaceful and happier life according to Stoic philosophy. Habits such as constant complaining, worrying about things you can't control, depending on other people's emotions, avoiding responsibility, living in the past or future, lack of emotional control, and lack of compassion. Gratitude are all barriers that prevent us from achieving true peace and happiness. Morgan is grateful for your patience and companionship throughout this journey. Morgan wants to share with you that change is never easy, but every small step is worth it. Start with small changes in daily thinking and actions. When you stop complaining, let go of useless worries, control your emotions, accept responsibility, and appreciate the simple things around you, you will see your life become more beautiful every day. Morgan believes that each of us has the ability to take control of our lives and find true happiness. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Morgan is always here, accompanying and supporting you every step of the way. Please share in the comments about your experiences and feelings after applying these lessons. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen. Before we wrap up, can you guys help Morgan with this little thing? It means a lot to me to let me know what you think about this video by selecting one of the following options. 1. Not satisfied. 2. Normal. 3. Satisfaction. 4. Very satisfied. Please leave your vote in the comments section below. If you find this video useful, don't forget to press the like button, share with friends, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next videos. Also, stay tuned for other videos shown at the end of this video. Thank you, and wish you always find joy and peace in life. See you again in the next videos.